Ryan Brown, a successful trip to California, I would say. You play 4 games, you win 3. I think that's successful. Your impression of your team?
Yeah, they played great. We won the games we should have won, and then we played very good teams during those times, and then matched up with a very good Long Beach team who's going to make a run top 3 in their conference probably, and played good for a half, and then kind of the distance started to widen a little bit. But extremely happy with the way we played. Did a lot of good things, made a few mistakes, cleaned up some things in the second and third games that we made mistakes in the first game. But yeah, things to build on, things to keep progressing with. But overall, a fantastic weekend.
You mentioned the first half against Long Beach. Is that something you can build on? Obviously, you can show your players that tape and say, look, we're competing with one of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, especially the first quarter, we did a lot of things well in the first quarter. It was very low scoring. Played defense first. Hurt us a little bit on the offensive end, but we can also learn from the way they played versus us, and kind of their press, which is what we want to do as well. Their press was really heavy and hard for us to get going. So we can learn both, not only what we did, but what they did against us. But we can learn from both of those.
Your team comes back home, taking on Fresno Pacific, and one conference game will be at noon, the non-conference game at 4, but 2 back-to-back games against this team. What do you want to see your team do in these games?
Yeah, I think first, it's our first conference game, so we need to come out strong, obviously play well, and control home pool advantage, if you will, home court. And we need to not look at it's 2 games. We need to look at it's 1 game, and then we have plenty of rest, and then we'll play another game. So same thing we try to do at a tournament is first games first. We'll worry about the second game later. Can't look ahead at the second game. So yeah, if Fresno's going to come in, it's a conference game. All conference games are important. So I'm really looking for us to execute well and be sharp.
Is it the pressure defense that you want to see the most from your team, maybe improve on this week?
Press to counter, so that transition from defense to counterattack, and then also within our defense going from press to zone if we need to. That transition has to be faster, and then we got to put away our 6-on-5s when we get them. Something we struggled against Long Beach, and we need to. I mean, all season we've kind of struggled with that a little bit, hit and miss. So we got to get more consistent on 6-on-5.
Yeah, it's tough to do if the other team doesn't commit exclusions, though. The final question, back at home, obviously, you look at your record now and you're pretty good. The 1 MAR to Long Beach, but are you where you want to be before we start conference play?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the team's done exactly what we've asked them to do in this beginning part of the season. We're right where we're supposed to be. And now we're going to go into a stretch here of the next, probably for the rest of the season, a lot more difficult games, and kind of gone or home every weekend, multiple games, multiple high-level teams. It's really going to put us to the test. But from the beginning of the season to where we are now is exactly where we wanted to be, and accomplish pretty much what we've wanted to accomplish.
Perfect. Ryan Brown, thanks for the time. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.